Welcome everybody. This is 3 months ago, or how long has it been? Oh no, 2 months ago. Okay, no, that's, I mean, it's been worse. Well, welcome everybody. This is 2 months ago 3x coming at you as a disembodied voice this time, for reasons I will not explain right now, but it's I'm giving you a visual here, so it's better than nothing. I bring forth to you today something I've been meaning to get around to, but for some reason I just never did, and it's incredibly easy. You're gonna see from my crude little setup I have going on here, but now I finally got to it, so I'm gonna give you the objective, the definitive edition Baldurs Gate 3 companion tier list. Now, of course, this is not an original idea, right? Everyone and their grandmother has done a companions tier list at this point, using whatever criteria they've decided to come up with. But this is the only one that matters. After this day, no other tier lists will be relevant anymore. I don't care how many views it got. I don't care how many views this one gets. This is the one. So if you're watching this, prepare to be enlightened. And you're welcome. Okay, I know why I mentioned criteria. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I came up with these tiers, right? That is exactly the only criteria I'm going off of. There is no criteria. Fun fact. I'm going off vibes, and to be honest, that's really all you can ask for. It's really all you need. I guess I should start from the bottom up. Carpet bomb. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I really need to delve into that one too much. Not fucking with this, again, relatively self-explanatory. I think it's kind of like you pull up to a party that your friend invited you to, but it's you didn't really know anyone else that's gonna be there, so you're like, okay, I'll give them a chance because they're my buddy, right? And you go and you walk in there, vibes are immediately fucked up, and you kind of just think to yourself, yeah, I'm not really fucking with this. I'm not comfortable. I don't think I'm gonna get comfortable in the coming hours. So you kind of just slip up out of there. You know what I mean? You'll understand. You'll understand. We got kind of chill, to be honest. Kind of chill is pretty chill. You don't got really any quarrels with this tier, right? You just they're pretty chill. You don't got a problem with them, but they're not anything particularly exciting or special to you. Got me blushing. You see, this is where we're getting a little more spicy. We're getting a little more into it. It's one of those things where you kind of see these kind of people in first impressions, you're stumbling over your words. You can feel the blood rushing to your face. You're like, oh shit, I don't want to look like an idiot in front of this person. And in the context of the game, and I think going back to other people's criteria, you can kind of associate this with they're definitely hot, and I definitely want to get to know them because they're hot. And then second to top, we got, can it get better than this? Because you think you found the perfect companion, right? This is the one. I'm locked in. This is the one I'm gonna fight to not romance every single playthrough. So then you come back to that question, can it get better than this? Well, I got news for you. It can and it will. That one, this right here is just, and if I could put this in a separate PSD, a separate file, and then just one big ass picture, I would do that. I can't do that, but I'm not gonna do that for the sake of convenience and legibility. But if it were a good idea, I would do it. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. I'm gonna do the main companions, the ones that can fight alongside you, that you meet organically for the most part. And then there's we'll have a bonus round that the criteria kind of just goes out the window for the most part. But okay, we'll start in, I guess, I don't know, we'll just go off vibes. This is the vibes tier list. We'll go off vibes. We'll start with lowest, I guess. You know what, fuck it. I should preface, I did not cherry pick these screenshots. I got whatever I could off Google. This is a very normal picture of a Starion. Please keep your comments respectful and polite. Thank you. So okay, so I must admit, I don't hate Astarion as much as I'm putting on. All right, I know you're gonna find that hard to believe, considering the circumstances that I've placed them in, but I promise you, I do not hate Astarion like that. And look, if I was being truthful and I wasn't having a little goof, a little gaff, I'd probably put him up here. And can it get better than this? Because you'll see why. when you see the other two that are here. But I'm you know, I'm being bitter today. I'm being bitter. I don't fuck with the starring, all right, because his ass is annoying as hell, and it's really easy to make him be a piece of shit. I'm not gonna lie. I know the fucking the Tumblr girlies are gonna come after me for this one. I'm ready to get crucified, and this is something I'm willing to take to my grave. But to be honest, I think he's a little fucking overrated, in my opinion. He just a little bit. Just look, and that's not okay. Maybe he's not overrated. All right. You know, okay. You know what? I have been mind attacked. I've taken psychic damage from all the Astarian stands. They sense the disturbance, and so I've been swayed in the matter of moments. We'll put him right here for now. I think, you know, actually fuck that. I'm not folding. This is staying right here. Astarian can get fucking annoying. It's really easy to make him a piece of shit. Is it good for roleplay purposes? Yeah. You know what? I'll just say this. This motherfucker was not written for me. I'll be honest. It is what it is. But despite being a pansexual male, this motherfucker was not written for me. This is not my cup of tea. I'll be honest. Visually, whatever it is means to be, just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't vibe with it. I think it's mostly visually, now that I think about it, because I'm usually kind of chill with twinks, and see now we're getting hairy. Now we're getting hairy. I'm getting to the nitty gritty. I'm usually cool with twinks, right? Like I can get down with some twinks, but this motherfucker looks a little too like 40-year-old man, in my opinion. And that's not considering the screenshot, okay? We're not talking about the screenshot. I'm thinking off the dome, right? In my experience playing the game, every time I remember one time I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with this. I hit the cutscene where you're about to get freaky with them in the forest, and I was like, ew, bruh. And then I backed out. So, you know, it's uphill battle. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on that. All right, we're gonna move up a little bit. So, okay, I need to get my biases out of the way right now. Despite me being pansexual, I lean towards the feminine side a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, but okay. After me shitting on him for like what feels like half an hour, truthfully, when I'd have to be honest, and my experience with the game, he would be like 2-3 tiers higher. Okay, but for the sake of the video, for the sake of being controversial, hashtag controversial, put it on Twitter, I'm putting him down here. Fuck Astarian, not literally, just figuratively. Anyways, moving up, Gale. Fuck.
Just making the damn thing.
That's a good image. Gale. So I mean, look, this is the thing. I think kind of chill is a pretty good way of describing it, because I really don't have too much of a problem with him when I'm not romancing him, right? Cause I mean, I feel like he's kind of a little bitch. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to punch him in the fucking stomach a little bit. And look, okay, again, biases and whatnot. I must admit, I'm not exactly a Gale connoisseur. I don't really know what the fuck's going on with Gale. You know what I mean? I know what's going on with him, but I'm not really sure like the extent of his romance. Despite that, this is still the legitimate tier list, okay? This is still as the peak. This is the best you're gonna get. But you know, I gotta admit, I don't really know where his shit goes at a certain point. All I do know is that he has you know, ex-girlfriend syndrome, where he just, yeah, you're competing against a supermodel here, not literally but figuratively, right? He dated a goddess, so you know, like I said before, uphill battles. But you know, toxic ex, you know, he can't let it go, and he's got his fucking cat and whatever. Look, I just kind of want to punch him. I just, like, not too hard, but just hard enough to like just let him know. Otherwise, he's pretty chill. I like him as a buddy. He's a good buddy in the game. I don't really have that much of a problem with him. Just romantically, I just don't see it. I get Astarian, the whole vampire thing, and and how he's a romantic ass motherfucker, right? Like I get it. I can see your perspective. This one, no idea. Am I being toxic? Is this toxic masculinity right now? Because I kind of think he's a little bitch.
You're a pussy.
But you know, that's just, again, that's me. Okay, now that I'm moving through this, I'm kind of realizing, okay, I'm kind of just doing all the males first, which is kind of fucked up, you know. Well, so let's get some diversification in there. Let's go with one of the first females in here, and I think got me blushing tier. This is good, right? But they have a commonality of sorts, and we'll get into that in a second. Shart, we got Shart. So she's a classic, right? This is the safe pick in every sense of the word. This is the safe pick, right? You're playing a fantasy game. You see the elf girl, well, it's half elf, but you know, elven descent girl. You're like, oh, she's hot, right? She got baggage. Oh, we're in there, right? You know, she's got just enough baggage for you know, the character development, all that good stuff. She has an incredible arc that you can take her on, and you can take it two different directions. It's great. It's great writing, all that stuff, right? But when you think about it, when you boil it down, it's kind of the safe pick. And I hate to be that guy, but you're not a risk taker. If she's on the top of your list, bro, you're working the 9 to 5 till the day you die. Like if you're picking Shadowheart over all of the other options, I can't. You're not calling the shots in the friend group. You know what I'm saying? You're not exciting anyone for a night out. You're playing it safe. You need to start taking risks in your real life. This is now character assessment time. Even go for the lower tiers, you know what I mean? Like go for a Gale or something. At least, you know, you're shaking shit up a little bit. Right here, this is a safe pick. And by all means, this is a good pick, right? You're not wrong for this, but it's safe. And a lot of people don't like safe. And you can't be doing safe for too long, because then that shit gets boring. Because if you're doing Shadowheart every run, come on now, you know, like let's shake it up a little bit. But again, beautiful character, beautiful arc she goes on, you know, great. Again, W pick, good pick right here. I commend you, but like also we need to step it up. Now we have what I deem the male version of Shadowheart. We have Will. Again, this point still stands. This is just this male version. He's handsome, right? He's a good looking dude. He's got, you know, he's got baggage, right? He's got daddy issues. You know, some women like that. I get it. It's a good looking guy, you know, and he's got, I guess his weird, like, not really ex, but like trifling ass bitch that he's got hanging around, you know. So we got a little beefs, right? Got Mazora hanging over his shoulder. So there's baggage here. But when you look at Will, when you break it down, again, he's very safe. He's like the knight in shining armor, the Prince Charming. I'm not asking you to put me on some new music, because you're gonna hand me the top 20 best hits. Now that's what I call music ass playlists. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking you for nothing. Like when we go out to eat, this goes for Shadowheart too. Like you the type of motherfucker to order chicken strips at a steakhouse. I'm not trusting you for shit, man. You not getting the aux cord. You not getting eating out privileges. Like we are not letting you call shots. That's what this tier is. I feel like the writers had a lot to work with when it comes to him, but they just kind of didn't take it to where it needed to be. Will kind of just is just Will the whole time. He doesn't really go through an arc. Like, he kind of resolves his whole shit with his daddy, but like that's about it. That is about it. There's nothing really changes Will as a man. Like, he, like, as a man is still the same the whole time. Shadowheart has her whole thing. You know, Gale has his whole coming to terms with his fucking ex or whatever, and who he is, and Astarion, don't even get me started with that one. So you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like, Will does not fundamentally change. For my knowledge, throughout the story. I mean, you know, by all means enlighten me, but again, this is the objective tier list, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, again, chicken tenders at a steakhouse, we're playing it safe. But at the end of the day, these are solid picks. You know, you cannot go wrong with the chicken tenders. We're kind of nearing the end of the available companions. Let's get into it. Karlach.
I want mommy, I want milk, I want to be held, I want to be comforted.
We all knew she was gonna be up here. Okay, we all knew that. Let's not fool ourselves. Everyone loves Karlach. If you don't like Karlach, you're just trying to be different. I'm sorry, you're just trying to be different. Don't even just stop. Enough. Keep it on Twitter. I know the strong women thing, and this is kind of like gets lost, especially on the internet. But the big strong lady thing isn't always a hit. And I only realized that because of one of my friends. You know, he's not really on the internet like that. He don't got internet. So when I bring up shit like this, like for those that have played Overwatch, Junker Queen, same vibe, right? Same stature, things like that. I'm like, they're bad. Like, she's bad as fuck. And he's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, you just don't get it. You just don't see the vision. Despite that, I'm pretty sure everyone can kind of agree that Karlach is hot as fuck. Like, she is hot. There's not a lot of debate going on there. So she's up there. But when you, even looking past that, I mean, not that we want to look past that, but if we peel back the layers, she is the sweetest thing. She's the sweetest, most fucking kindest thing. You protect this creature at all costs. Why would you ever want to hurt her? Ever. Even if you're doing an evil run, I know that shit hurts. I know cutting her head off hurts. Don't act like you're above feeling bad for killing a fake character in a game. Okay, this is not a real person, but it feels terrible to kill him. I mean, I don't think there's enough glazing I can do to like really get home, you know, drive home the point of how good Karlach is and how much myself and the community loves her. But like, you know, just very sweet character, very kind. And I'm gonna move on to the next one just to make a point about this tier. There was a very calculated decision when it came to this tier, right? So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Minthara. She's not acquired by traditional means to the party, right? She's very go out of your way to get her into the party kind of character. But if you go out of your way to get this character in the party, it's for good reason. She will not disappoint you. I'll be honest, she is very much in her ways about, you know, just the murder. She's very murderous. She's got murderous intent behind those sweet eyes. You know, this makes her look way softer than she actually is. That's another thing. I chose this in particular because I have this gripe. Where the hell is this screenshot from? I've done a playthrough with Minthara and I have no fucking idea where people got this screenshot from. It looks really good. That's why I'm confused. But I mean, I don't know. Someone enlighten me, please. Anyways, not the point. The point is that these are two sides of the same coin. When you think about it, I'm gonna let you think about it, and then I'm gonna tell you. These two are the perfect companions, the perfect romance companions for a Dark Urge run. Let me explain. One can be used for an evil Dark Urge run. Obviously, you can still make it a redeemed Urge. If we're going balls to the wall here, like, we can really go to extremes with Minthara, and we can really go to the good guy extreme, the resisted Urge with Karlach. And I think what makes these characters so special for Dark Urge in particular is that they have ties to the Urge's story, right? Of course, Minthara has her, you know, quarrel with Orin, right? When you get into the thick of that. And Karlach has her ties with Gortash. That one, you know, everyone knows about that one. But if you played a Minthara run, you'd know about her and Orin. So I think their stories of vengeance and getting back at those who wronged them and deceived them lend really well to the path that your Dark Urge might take. They have those ties to the villains and whatnot. And so it's just, they're really good for those extremes of the Dark Urge run. So I really do like them for that purpose. And again, this is why Citistarian can go up here, probably, just because he's can lend to that Dark Urge. This is the Dark Urge tier. Surprise, this is the Dark Urge tier. And also, I want to just, we need to start a dialogue, okay? I know being a not lesbian, I don't know if I have room to speak on this, but like, am I tripping in saying that Karlach was written for the gays? I've romanced her more than one time, and I cannot help but think she was written for the gays. I still love her to death. I love this character so much, but like, part of me is like, low key, bro, she wasn't written for me. When I think about it, this is definitely not for me. But I don't know. I could be tripping. Again, I'm still taking it. I'm still taking it like it was for me. It's mine now. But some tells me that it just wasn't for me. You know, as a not lesbian. I could be wrong. Someone's correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know.
Okay, so this is editor's note. I sound like shit because I got sick in the time that I recorded this to now. So please forgive that. But I totally forgot that I know exactly why I thought she was written for the gays. Is because she decided to have ass sex with me as a man. So when you have a date with her, like in the act 3 of her romance, she puts it in your ass. She's like, hey, I got a surprise for you. And then she put it in my butt. And I was like, oh, fuck. The first time I legit thought it was a glitch, and I got like the femme animation for it, and then it happened again. It happened on my second playthrough when I romanced her. I was like, oh, okay, so she just put it in my grown man ass. But yeah, I think that's why in my head I was like, okay, so she got the strap. Because to be honest, like, that's the thing, I don't really mind cock. That's not the issue here. The issue is that I am many things, but a sub is not one of those things. Even not, I ain't even a Switch like that. No Nintendo. So when that happened, when she just said surprise, it's in your butt, I'm like, all right, okay, that's not, I don't know if I fuck with this anymore. I mean, I still love Karlach. She stays in this tier.
You know, I ain't no writing major. I'm not no professional homosexual either. So you know, I don't got no PhD in homosexuality. So please do take what I say with a grain of salt. Except for the actual final tier list, because that is, like I said, is objective, and you cannot dispute this. Thank you. Now we got the final companion on the tier list. I think you could probably guess, if you have more than 2 brain cells, it's Lae'zel, and she's going at the very top. I'm gonna explain why.
I hope them aliens are real so that I have more things to fuck.
It doesn't matter what run you're doing. It could be evil. It could be good. Could be evil darker, it could be good darker, it could be neutral, right down the middle. She will fit the bill every time. The murderous intent, the bloodlust that Minthara like leads with, she's got it. The softness, the nurturing, the coziness that Karlach has all the time, she gets it. You cannot possibly go wrong with Frog Wife. There's not a universe that a Baldur's Gate 3 run can go wrong by romancing Lae'zel. I put that on my life. Can it get better than this? It can. And that's with Lae'zel. I swear to you, give her a chance, because I know there's be some Lae'zel haters. I got some mutuals on Twitter. They be shitting on Lae'zel. There be hella people shitting on Lae'zel. They don't give her a chance. They don't understand. They can't get past the hard shell. You know what I mean? To get to the soft innards. I feel like that sounds kind of fucked up, but you know what I'm saying. You ask any Lae'zel truther, any Lae'zel enjoyer, they'll tell you the same thing. It's worth it. Give her a chance. Just give her a fucking chance. You know what I mean? And hey, I think it's just me being like who I am, but I like her being a little mean. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's to me. It's like, okay, I can play with that. You're giving me room to throw jabs a little bit, and that's fun. That's fun for me. Because like, if you look at like a motherfucker like Gale, bro, if I talk shit to him a little bit, like playfully, he's probably gonna like threaten to blow himself up, and we don't want that. That's not chill. I know he's kind of chill, to be honest, but like, that's not chill. But Lae'zel, you can probably, you know, throw some jokes in there. She is considered extremely humorous among Githyanki, but like, she might not get what you're saying, but like, you know, you can have fun with it. It's still fine. She'll get it eventually. I know that's kind of Shadowheart's shtick with the little remarks and things like that, but like, you know, I feel like if you're just a little too mean to her, she's just not gonna like your ass like forever. Like that's it. You're done. But I think with Lae'zel, you can kind of, you know, go back and forth a little rough, and speaking a little rough, she does it rough. You know what I mean? And that's a win in my book. And since we're on that topic, Minthara, bro, oh my god, the scene after the Grove raid with Minthara, that shit was burned into my brain. I could not believe my eyes. It caught me so off guard. But you know what? Would slaughter innocents again. But there we have it. This is the definitive absolute ultimate edition. This is the one. Okay, but bonus round. We'll move through these quickly just because they're bonus. But let's do the bear. Halsin. Okay, so he's up here, right? So I'll be honest, these last few are, the criteria is completely fucked. This is just if I would fuck him or not. He's good man. This is a good man right here. This is a good man. This is a man that you want taking care of the rest of your family, right? You got kids. This is their new daddy right now. He's a big motherfucker, right? That's a big ass man right there. I myself, being a big ass man, I relate to this dude. So I'm like, you know what? I feel you. I might not really be fucking with you like that because, you know, in real life I would not fuck with no Halsin because that's too much man for me, right? That's two big ass bodies going at each other. I feel like it's like a WWE match. That's like, you know, the Big Show versus Mark Henry. We're not really doing a whole lot with that. It's just kind of like big ass bodies slapping against each other. You know, it's a lot. But in every other sense of the word, Halsin, you know, great, fantastic partner in the game. Beautiful ass man. I actually, you know, now that I think about it, I kind of like him more than most of the male companions. But you know what? That's the gospel now. Actually, I was gonna say that's my opinion, but actually that's untrue. This is factual. This is true shit. 100% verified, certified. Okay, moving swiftly on. Mizora.
You're dead and buried, darling.
And bricked. Hello.
Again, you might be thinking this is kind of a stacked tier a little bit. You know, this true, but again, Mizora, she gets bonus points for being fucking hot. She's very hot. I cannot, like, she rustles my jimmies in the good way. I don't know what that means, but it felt right. Legit, from the first moment she appeared on my screen, I was like, good gravy, let me get at that. Eventually the game's like, all right, here it is. Here, a silver platter. Just all you gotta do is say yes. And I said, the first time I was romancing Lae'zel, and I knew it wasn't gonna end well, so I had to resist my temptations. But let me tell you, when I was, I can't even describe. I can't even form the words. You see, this is what this fucking fiend is doing to me, bro. What? Someone help! Someone help. I can't say a lot more other than she's hot as fuck. I mean, she's very much a piece of shit a little bit, but of course the I can fix her in my brain is just taking over, and it's like, yeah, nah, she'd like me though. I'm definitely like, nah, I'm different. Probably because I'd be like sucking up to her dumb ass for the most part. But you know what? You know, good on Will, bro. He a better man than I. Anyways, last on the tier list. If you've played the game, you probably know who's coming. The Emperor. Image not found. So this you know, the Emperor is the was first to introduce to you as the Dream Guardian, which is later revealed to be an Illithid, inside the prism that Shadowheart carries. Again, major spoilers. Actually, I don't think I mentioned spoilers. I'll probably put that at the beginning of the video. If you're here and thought it wasn't going to be spoiled, honestly, I don't want to call you stupid, but like, anyways, yeah, Emperor. So you actually, believe it or not, you get to fuck the squid. You get to fuck the squid, Illithid squid, the Mind Flayer. I don't know what kind of freaky deaky ass motherfuckers would do that. Plenty of people apparently. To be honest, I mean, I get it, right? Monster fucking. We all like monster fucking. I draw the line somewhere. And when I'm fucking cephalopods, I think that's where the line gets drawn. And you know, the scene, you kind of just, you know, stroke his tentacles a little bit, you know, it's kind of funny in my opinion. And I know it's supposed to be like, you know, erotic or whatever, but it's just kind of mostly funny in my opinion. Like, yeah, let me suck your tentacle, dude. I'm like, okay, all right, that's definitely not his genitals. I don't know how that works actually when I think about it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm done thinking about this. But yeah, Carpet Bomb the Emperor, I don't like him at all, even as a character, much less as a squid. So we'll just beat it to death with hammers. I relish the every time I get to kill it, because spoiler, but like, fuck Orpheus, I'm not trying to turn into a squid, so that's all you, champ. I do, you know, we'll send Lae'zel to finish your mission or whatever, but like, I'm not trying to be a squid. That's all you, chief. But yeah, I also enjoy the aspect of getting to kill the Emperor after that, because, you know, he's like, I'm gonna join the Nether Brain because I'm a snake and a piece of shit. But you know, there we go. That is the complete tier list, I believe. Yep, that's all the layers unhidden. So this is every single romanceable companion, romanceable asterisk in the game on a tier list. Is it a traditional tier list? No. But is it the correct tier list? Absolutely. You can show this to anyone and they'll understand what it means. Show it to anybody. Show it to your grandma. Show it to your dog and they'll get it. But yeah, of course, you know, I'd love to hear what everyone else thinks, what everyone who watches this video, what they think. Will it change my mind? Probably not. But I'm open to ideas. No, but of course, in all honesty, I do want to hear what everyone else thinks about this tier list. Any Lae'zel truthers, Lae'zel and George. This is a frog safe space, okay? And tell me why Astarion doesn't deserve to be bald. You know, tell me why you want to fuck squids. Actually, you should probably keep that to yourself. Keep it in a journal somewhere where no one's gonna see it, and don't tell anyone ever. But I think that's gonna conclude this very special edition of Baldurs Gate 3X. You know, I don't know if this is gonna be a Baldurs Gate channel. I don't think so. I don't plan on it. But you know, fate works in mysterious ways. Shout out Withers. Yeah, I now that I think about it, I should have put him on the tier list. I feel like that would have been a funny little entry. You can't really do anything with him. I would like to give him a little kiss, you know. Anyways, yeah, so that's it for this video. I'll probably have something a little more high effort sometime soon, hopefully. Again, 2 months ago, 3X, we're cooking, I think. I have a lot of shit going on in the background, and I'm gonna make a video out of most of it, so don't worry, you're gonna get content 100%. It's just taking time. It's taking time. But otherwise, I'm live on Twitch at twitch.tv/KEESH3X. You know, you can catch me there every now and then. You can catch me on all socials at KEESH3X. I'm more active on Twitter than anything else, so you can follow me there. If you enjoyed this video, you know, just like, subscribe, all that YouTuber stuff, you know, share it with a friend, let me know, comment, all that good stuff. But with all that nonsense out of the way, I think it's fine time I wrap this up. So until the next live stream or video, wherever I see you next, take care of yourselves.